Okay, guys, so today you're going to be whisking a video about finding percent increase and decrease. I want you to write this with the W heading. So we're watching finding percent increase and decrease. Let's jump right into it. Percent change. Percent change is going to be equal to the amount of increase or decrease divided by the original, and then you express it as a percent. So when you have a decimal value, you just multiply your decimal value by 100, and that will give you your percent. So first example for today, you're going to find a percent change, tell whether it is a percent increase or decrease. So the example I have on the board or on the screen is from 8 to 10. So to find the percent change, again, you're going to know that 8 to 10, that's going to be an increase. So this is definitely going to be an increase. So going back to my rule, percent change is equal to amount of increase or decrease by the original amount. So from 8 to 10, that is an increase of 2. So I'm going to go, a quick way to do this is 10 take away 8 over the original amount, which is 8, and that will give me, do the math here, 10 minus 8 is 2 over 8. I can simplify that to 1/4. I can change this into a decimal value, which is 1/4 is 0.25. And then I multiply it by 100%. And my percent change is an increase of 25%. So going from 8 to 10, that's an increase of 25%. Next situation, find the percent change, tell whether it is a percent increase or decrease. So from here, from 75 to 35, right away I know I'm decreasing. So I'm just going to set up percent change. PC is equal to 75 minus 30 over 75. So right here you can see that I have my original, take away my change, divided by my original. So that would be 75 minus 30 would be 45 over 75. And then you guys can just use a calculator. I have 45 divided by 75 is equal to 0.6. So then what I'm going to do now is 0.6. I don't know why it's still not working. 0.6 times 100%, which is equal to 60%. So this will be a 60% decrease. So again, if you guys are looking at the rule that I have on the screen, my percent change is always a setup of a proportion of the change over the original. Change over the original. Find the result. Find the result when 12 is increased by 50%. So something here we have different. You guys, first thing we need to do is know that this original number is eventually going to get bigger because we're increasing by 50%. So percent change in this case, we need to find what 50% of 12 is. Just so the general rule is just convert your percent right into a decimal. So I have 50%. To change it into decimal, I know my decimal value is here, so I'm just going to move it twice. Or I know that I can do 50 over 100, which is equal to 0.50 or just 0.5. So to set this up, to find the result is 0.5, that's 50%, times 12. You can write it 0.5 times 12, which is equal to 6. So find the result when 12 is increased by 50%. I'm going to increase 12 by 6, which is now 18. So my result here, find the result when 12 is increased by 50%, it is going to be 18. So to find the increase, you first find 50% of your original, and then you add it together. Okay, let's do the next problem. Find the result when 55 is decreased by 60%. Same setup. Immediately take 60%, put it over 100, which is equal to 0.6. And then I'm going to take 0.6, I'm going to multiply by 55. And I'll get some value. So going back to my calculator, I get 0.6 times 55, and that's going to be 33. So now it's decreasing, so I can't add it together. So I take 55 minus 33, and I get 22. So the final answer here is when 55 is decreased by 60%, the result is 22. So when you find something increase, you add, and when you find decrease, you're subtracting. And that's how you find a decrease or increase. A video game has a 70% markup. The wholesale cost is $9. What is the selling price? So this is a very common percent change problem, is when you have a product, and I don't know if you've heard the phrase like you get it at wholesale. Wholesale just means that you get at the price before they jack it up for profit. Stores like Target, Walmart, Best Buy, they have markup. You sometimes, for example, if you guys ever get an Adidas pass to the Adidas store, or a Nike pass to the Nike store, or the Columbia pass, okay, you usually get wholesale at those stores, and that pass allows you to get the original price of the product before they mark it up for profit. So a video game has a 70% markup. The wholesale cost is $9. What is the selling price? So I know that this $9 is how much I can get if I have an employee pass. So let's say GameStop or something, or Walmart or Target is going to mark it up 70% of that, so that they can make profit. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change 70% into a percent by putting it over 100. Take whatever percent and put it over 100. You guys can do this in the calculator, or you know that 0.7 is the result. And I'm going to take this 0.7 and I'm going to multiply it by the price of wholesale. So then I get 0.7 times 9, which becomes 6.3. And this is how much that is 70% marked up. So what I'm going to do is markup just means the same thing as increasing. I'm going to take $9 plus $6.30, and the video game is going to cost me a total of $15.30 after its 70% markup. So markup is kind of like the reverse of finding a discount, and we'll talk more about discount in class. But if I was, for example, going to go into the store, I know I'm going to be paying a markup price, and in this case the total value is $15.30. So that's how you find markup, and that's all I really have. So make sure you guys are whisking this video in your notebook, and then please rewatch it if you need extra help, and we'll talk about it in class.